There's a teaser too, but doesn't seem to be any sign of a disturbance. What sort of soup are you having? Yeah, the table's all neat and tidy. Much better. And maybe they were super quiet in their scuffle. Oh, that's much better. After all, I didn't hear anything out in the core hallway, you know. Maybe the plastic bags scattered on the floor are throwing us off. So let's do some logic here. Ink stain and the fountain pen. That splotch on Mr. Faraday's hand. I wonder if it might be the ink from his fountain pen. Oh, let's ask the lab guy. Detective Gumshoe, I can confirm that the substance on Mr. Faraday's hand is the ink from his fountain pen. I see. Good work. You know, I always wanted to say that, even if it's just one time in my life.
Could you give me a quick recap on the start? Because I kind of missed that because...
well, quick recap. We are playing Edgeworth's first case, sort of. And it's the defense attorney, no, the prosecutor we were supposed to replace was killed. Yes, and the accused is also dead.
And unless I'm mistaken, he's also the father of Kay.
Yes, the prosecutor is Kay's father. So yeah, we have some severe case of Kay. I think how old is Kay? I think it's like 6 or 7 in this case.
My biggest question is here: is she Kay?
You all know what to do in cases like this. I hope you all have better TTV to installed so you can give Tenho the appropriate response.
But the other guy was basically just accused of murder and also accused of being like
the great. Yes. If Mr. Faraday wrote his with his fountain pen in his left hand, I think it's fair to assume he was left-handed. Thank you, Pix. It appears that Mr. Faraday's pen is very important in our case as well. If you say so, pal. There's a very tiny pile of plastic bags on the table, and yet a portion of them wound up scattered on the floor as well. It's not likely that the ones on the floor were knocked over during the struggle. In which case, might there not be another explanation as to how they got there? Another reason? I believe it's possible that the blood on the outside of the bag is related somehow. Please get that blood away from me, pal. Detective Gumshoe, whose blood is on his bag? Hold on, let me ask the lab guy. Alright, just please hurry. Wait till you get a load of this, pal. It's Mr. Faraday's. Oh, one of the technicians said it didn't find anything else in or on the bag, sir. It would appear that the bag is a very important piece of evidence as well. Okay, if you say so, I'll just leave it in your hands. Mr. Faraday's holding a gun in his right hand. That's the one Mr. Rell got blown away by, right? Labby, your answer? Labby, your answer. Yes, sir. We found them ballistic markings that match the gun. Oh, ballistics markings are the figurative fingerprints of a gun that gun leaves when a bullet is fired. Every gun leaves its own unique ballistic markings. How many times do we have to go over this? Like, I feel this is explained in every single case, not every single game. Just like every single game also explains, like burn marks, like the gunpowder residue. Conflict captures of a national treasure. Oh. Therefore, but I suppose that it's kind of necessary because you can't always expect everyone to play every single game. So, being accessible and all of that. Therefore, by looking at the the markings of bullets, you can tell which gun it came from. Oh yeah, that's it. Of course, I already knew about that, pal. Maybe I better get going back to the cabin. Come on, sir, cut me some slack, will ya? So, the bullet that's fired from this gun is the one that felled Mr. Bell. The bruise of Mr. Faraday was stabbed with a knife that Mr. Bell is holding. Ouch! What's wrong, detective? My stomach's starting to hurt just thinking about being stabbed. Just keep your mind on the case, alright? First he killed the Carpodian embassy staff member, then he was mad himself. This guy wasn't exactly an angel, you know. Oh, what makes you say that? Well, he's been hauled into the precinct several times for theft and assault, pal. So yeah, he's definitely the type to have committed a murder or two. Well, he did admit to killing Mr. Dead Man. Hey, good point, pal. My detective intuition must tell me something. Detective's intuition. Yup. You know about it? It's the best what you'll feel it. All detective, we don't have time for this conversation right now. Let's return to the investigation. Not if there's anything else here though. Nope. Organizer. This blood is from Mr. Faraday, but other than that, there are no clues to be found. Which begs the question, why did he put his bag inside another bag to preserve the as evidence? It seems Mr. Faraday was in a habit of using very nice fountain pens. That's the total opposite of me. I don't get those things at all. No, the logic menu is like grayed out, so you can't. Well, I think the pencil behind your ear suits you just fine. Really? You think so, pal? Man, I knew it was worth something. That wasn't exactly a compliment, detective. Yep, nothing there. Ah, I see. Did you figure something out? This is a competition, Miles, and as such, I appreciate if you didn't talk to me. Ugh, as you wish. Oh, okay, it's the same one. I'm missing a thing because I'm supposed to be able to deduce that this is wrong because he's left-handed. So I'm missing something. I examined this. I examined everything, didn't I? Yep, we have taken this one. We examined the gun. We examined the shot, the knife, the fountain pen, the gun, and this one. Burger. Mr. Faraday. How ironic for him to lose his life in the courthouse. What is on top of the burger? Yeah, why do you have to be like this? I don't know what to say. I can't believe it, but it happened when I was on Watch Pal. Rather than beating yourself up, you should be spending your time in continuing the investigation. Didn't you become a detective in order to solve crimes? Yeah. Then get back to work. Find out the cause of his murder. Right, on it now. So why can't I... Do I do like... I only have this one. What sort of soup are you having right now? Tomato soup again? There's some stuff in the bag here, pal. I suppose this was Mr. Faraday's bag. It's probably the trial evidence I was supposed to collect from him. This is the evidence? I better not touch it. I'll leave prints on it. So you're not just paying any attention to you. No? I mean, we have the gun in our possession. We have with the gun, we have the knife, we have the fountain pen, and we have the plastic bag. We have the fountain pen to tell that Faraday was left-handed, but holding the gun in the right hand. Sure, thanks. Maybe we're gonna ask it like bad. Does anything bad? Do you have any thoughts on the case? Faraday and Red said they killed each other to me. Although there are a few things that just don't seem to right. And that what would they be? Why don't you try thinking on your own first before you bother me, boy? What? I've just been downgraded to boy. Deduce the gun and present the fountain pen, but I can't do that deduce anything, that's the problem. Yeah, I can't deduce anything. It's fine, Pix. I'm just like annoyed that the game is a little bit obtuse here. Yeah, I'm supposed to be able to like deduce here. Okay, let's see what what else have I missed? Because object in Faraday's pocket, it's this one. Fountain pen, yep. Examine the bullet wound, we have that. The handgun we have. The knife wound we have. And we have examined the knife. And we have connected all the things. I have no idea Yeah, I have the big wiki open now, and it's just like, what? Let's see. So why is this like so annoying? There's something wrong here. This is my first time setting foot inside a courthouse. I would have thought I'd be for my first case as a detective. You know, I got a feeling I'm coming here a lot more in the future. As a suspect detective? Of course not, pal. Anyway, this lobby is supposed to be pretty luxurious. I mean, for a defender's lobby, it's got a pretty big TV. Oh, and there's that tea set on the table over there. I bet you didn't know that I like to drink tea. Wow, this room is really decked out, huh? If we're spending time in here, maybe being a suspect isn't such a bad thing after all. I'm beginning to suspect that leaving this detective in charge of anything might be a bad idea. But he's right. This room is rather well furnished. And somewhere in this room the truth is slumbering. Actually, the window is open and there's a fresh flowery scent in the air. Ugh, flowers in the garden that are so gross and ghastly. Do you think that maybe you could try offering something useful for a change? At least there's no way someone escaped through this window, pal. They wouldn't wake up and smell the flowers after they fall from the 3rd floor. Ah, it's probably this what I'm missing. I will willfully ignore that also eyed bars in the window. I guess this is what I'm missing. Yeah, I guess there's that too. Either way, no one could even get through these windows, right? They thought of everything when they were designing this courthouse. Very nice. How about now? Nope. Oh! What is it, Detective Gumshoe? My TV at home is so small compared to this one, pal. Oh god, my throat is just death.
Stop doing that then.
But I just, like, Gumshoe has a voice of his own, and I just can't go back to anything else. It's hard. Oh, let me see here. Wow, this thing is huge. Yeah, like, just all these, like, with the exception of Gumshoe, Kay, and, no, actually, with the exception of Edgeworth, Kay, the female characters, and Edgeworth is all just, like, burly old men, if you will. Except for Gumshoe, he's not a burly old man, but still. I always got this, like, super dorky sound for him. I don't know. Ugh. And way too noisy. No, the only ones, you're the noisy one is Scruffy. Don't touch it. You'll get your fingerprints all over it. But I didn't touch it. Preservation of the crimes is the foundation of detective work. The foundation, huh? Sounds like something rookie here needs to shore up on. I guess there's not much to investigate, huh? They really did kill each other. No, we can't conclude that quite yet. Ah. There's still something I find very peculiar here. The theory that they simply killed one another is too simplistic in this case. In fact, there's actually a contradiction that shows there is another possibility. No way, pal, really? Huh. I suppose I just have to show you the conflict in this crime scene. There we go. Now we come face to face with the contradiction I spoke of, and it is this. Mr. Faraday used his left hand to write with his fountain pen. Ergo, he is left-handed. He could also be ambidextrous. I should really try to practice to become ambidextrous so I can cut things with my left hand.
I'm ambidextrous.
Oh, Pix, you didn't. Pix. I'm not sure if that was intentional or not, but bad. Bad.
You know, she's quite a handful, that one.
And yet the handgun is his right hand. Did you think it find it odd that left-handed Mr. Faraday would hold a gun in his right hand? And that, lady and gentlemen, is a great contradiction haunting this crime scene. You're right, pal, that does seem kind of strange. But how come something like that could happen? Oh, God. Let's swap topic for now. The facts add up to one conclusion and one alone. Someone else put the gun in Mr. Faraday's hand after he died. Someone else? Plastic bags are scattered on the floor and the gun in the wrong hand, as is the presence of a shadowy figure behind this case. A person of vile intent who is serious about keeping the truth from us. Delicious. There's the autopsy report. It is probable that Mr. Real survived for a short time after he was shot. However, Mr. Faraday died instantaneously from his stabbing. Interesting. It looks like we now know everything we need to know about this case. Are you sure we know everything? Of course. The incident began with Mr. Faraday attempting to get his revenge. The prosecutor went into a rage from being accused and tried to kill the defendant. But the defendant fought back and they ended up killing each other. It's all very clear and simple. There's absolutely no margin for doubt. Do you really believe that to be the truth? Ha! Are you saying that just because I figured out the truth before you? That you don't want to believe it's true? It's alright if you disagree with my argument, then prove me wrong. If there are any contradictions to be found, that is. Don't worry, I will. Mr. Faraday's death was instantaneous, while Mr. Real survived for a short time. From this, it is obvious that Mr. Faraday died after he shot Mr. Well. And Mr. Well, was on the brink of death, stole Mr. Faraday's knife and stabbed him. Those are the facts of this case. Mr. Faraday's death was instantaneous, therefore he must have attacked first. Mina, don't loot the miner. She's a miner in this game. Well, she's a miner right now.
I guess to Mina that's a minor inconvenience.
You may bap her, Mina. Please do so with righteous gusto.
No, don't belittle her.
In that case, I should look for any holes in her story. You are all horrible.
Well then, I guess you need to make short work of this.
I'm just gonna turn up the volume on my headset so I don't get to hear on this inane rabble.
You know I'm going to type it in chat instead if you do.
I do, but then I can, like, you know, try to ignore it.
I'll caps it and then you can't ignore it.
Hold it!
So, you believe the dying Mr. Real stole the knife from Mr. Faraday? Mr. Real became desperate as he did not want to die. Human beings can do amazing things when they are put to the test. So, the two men struggled, and in the end, Mr. Real was able to grab the knife and stab Mr. Faraday. The messy condition of this room is a testament to their struggle. Yes, my logic is perfectly sound. Can I really say that it's perfect? What are you insinuating? Nothing. However, I can't let what you said slide without further inquiry. One must be clear and precise. So, if you could append that statement to your testimony, fine. They struggled, and Mr. Rell used the last of his strength to counterattack Mr. Faraday. Sorry, but Gumshoe says no. Gumshoe is useful for one thing. Yeah, I know. It could be far, far worse. I mean, we could have the great prophet of lizards himself here, and then we wouldn't have the end of it. That is not necessary, Pex. We don't need to have Tenno involved in MP3's MP punch storms. That is not necessary. No, we really don't. If the two men were fighting, the struggle would have surely caused quite a bit of noise. However, Detective Gumshoe testified that he heard absolutely nothing. Ha! You place too much faith in that detective's testimony, you know.
Pun storms?
Because you haven't read Taylor Varga, you wouldn't know, but it's just one big pun after another, though, that story.
I guess I haven't really caught wind of that.
Was that an attempted pun?
Storm, wind.
I shouldn't have given you the sake. Either that or I need some akevit to go with this.
I think you need to give me more sake.
That was the last of it, though.
I can take some Baileys, though.
The Baileys is basically empty, that's the problem. We have coconut rum, we have wine, and we have cherry liquor, and we have akevit. But for the sake of an argument, let's say there wasn't a fight. How then did Mr. Real get his hands on the knife? Mr. Faraday's bag was sitting right here in lobby number 2. It's not hard to imagine that perhaps Mr. Real saw a chance and took it out at some point. So, what you're saying is this. Mr. Real took a chance when he saw an opportunity and took the knife from the bag. And then, Mr. Faraday shot Mr. Real after being stabbed? Is there something strange in Francisca's statement just now? Something is off. Wait, something doesn't add up. Oh, really? Is it not possible for Mr. Faraday to have shot Mr. Real after being stabbed? Yeah, just Francisca is adorable in this case. According to the coroner's report, Mr. Faraday died instantaneously, meaning that he died immediately upon